Hey, YouTube, welcome to the Build and Grow 21. The Odyssey continues. We're out here. Let's see here. I think I just planted about maybe 8 to 10 different plants in this bed, and I put in some sticks here to help raise these peas. We'll see how this goes. Extremely lazy way of doing it. Maybe later I'll come in with a net if I think that that'll be worthwhile, because I did just plant a tomato there. It is May 14, 2021. Normally I would have most of my plants in the ground by now, but it's been a little cold. Now it's going to warm up. I put in some lettuce right there. Hard to tell, but it's there. This is buckwheat and winter rye growing up in here. There's parsley there. I did plant something else. This is comfrey. I'll leave that one alone in this bed. I got some basil in here. There's a hot pepper. And then I just put in some catnip. So the idea is planting in a mix of herbs. I've got garlic in here. You can see a few things of garlic growing out. A few stalks of garlic. Let's see here. More. You know, this is what the winter rye looks like. I started a whole bunch of radish, but the radish seeds never took off. This is a lower area of the yard, so everything else swoops up that way, and could be an indication. But you know, later in the summer it gets a lot of sun. Tomatoes and hot peppers ought to grow well here. We'll see how these peas do now that they have something to maybe cling on to. The next garden that I'm going to get into is this one here. Still very fresh, you know, it's newly made. If I dig in here just a little bit, let's see, use my bare hands. Let's see if, oh yeah, you know, we got critters in there, so that's all I kind of care about. But it's got, you know, semi critters in there, semi small critters, then there's smaller ones in there too. And smells real good. You know, this is, look how clean that came off my fingers too. So this dirt isn't that old. It's a lot of nice compost mix. It's not that deep because I spread a lot of this around. So I got some parsley now, tomato, and more basil, of course. And we'll continue planting in here. I've got a bunch of plants, and we'll see where the rest of them will go. But the idea is a plant like a tomato will take up about a square foot. So like in a square foot area, just leave it alone. Maybe a basil, I can put a couple basil in this area maybe. You know, parsley will grow. If I grow these right though, they'll grow nice and big and bushy. And then this whole section will be taken up. It's hard to imagine. But then this whole area here where my hand is will be filled with tomatoes. I believe cherry tomatoes in this case. So that ought to get full. What I can imagine here is about another 4 plants right in that area. Another 3 to 4 and another 3 to 4. So I've got about, you know, room for 12 plants. You know, I think I got some flowers, some lettuces, maybe some more tomato. Why not? This is fresh first season soil here. And again, it's just a mixture of like potting mix, compost, my own compost that I make, you know, and then just soil that's been brewing here for over a year. And the key to the moisture is not the hose you see there, but this ditch on contour, which holds water so that it can more slowly seep in down under here, go under here and kind of fill like a little bit of a reservoir over time, of course. But again, that's the secret to this whole terraced backyard. Every step along the way here, literally, is terraced and has these ditches on contour, and that creates edges, and it's edges where the action happens, right? Anybody who lives on the edge knows that. So, blueberries. And having to do some work here with the potatoes. Had to fill in a whole lot more dirt, but it looks like I need more even. They seem to be growing well, and so far, you know, yeah, I guess I need to get some more soil in a hurry in here, because these are really growing up nice and tall and need to be covered. The other potatoes are pretty well covered already, and I think that'll be about it for chores here today. And we come in and take a step back and think about the effort that goes in to do this, okay, and the ability to come in and pick my own butter crunch lettuce salads daily, right? Don't have to get in a car, don't have to drive anywhere, don't have to go anywhere. And these strawberries that are growing back here will come in handy, because the strawberries growing in here, right? You see them all in here. Strawberries growing in here are going to get harvested. More potatoes. That's a big one. More strawberries coming into where, you know, a good regular production of about a medium-sized plate full of these nice chunky looking strawberries. Okay, there you have it. Garden update 2021. The world keeps on spinning. So do the gardens. Get prepared.